Hi. Is something wrong? Do you have a little ouchie on your leg? Yeah, do you want to come sit with Mama? Are we live? We're good? Good morning! Hello, everybody. Harrison, can you wave hi? Hello. Welcome to Messy Play Mondays. I am Robin with Messy Play Kits. This is my son, Harrison, who is about 19 months old. Tomorrow. Wow, 19 months old. That's so big. No. Are you ready to do some messy play? Yeah, well, we go live on YouTube and Instagram on Mondays. Oh, the heat is up? Yes, I turned it down, but it'll take a minute. Yeah, we have a little bit of background noise right now because the heat is on, so it'll come down in a minute, but all right. Are you going to climb into the tub? All right, so we go live on YouTube and Instagram on Mondays to demonstrate different messy play activities, so you can see how we set up the process, how I engage Harrison, how I facilitate his play, and make it worth my while. And then also how I set boundaries and enforce them, and then also how we clean up at the end. So today we have a new setup. We're trying out this foldable pool. I am very excited about this. If you've watched before, you know that I love anything that creates a physical boundary. So I want Harrison to look around and say, oh, this is where the mess stays. It stays in this pool. It's very obvious. It is visual. It also is a physical barrier for the mess actually getting out of this. So I'm really excited about that. But, oh, some bubbles. Since it's our first time using this, I also have my canvas drop cloth on the outside on the floor. And then inside here, I have my wipeable, washable drop cloth also. My splat mat. You can buy these on my website, messyplaykits.com. They're awesome. But I have that because I didn't want to get Oobleck all over my brand new pool. I literally opened this last night. So, all right, Harrison, should we get going? Should we do some play? Yeah. Oh, is your finger stuck? Ouch. Oh, yeah. Ouch, buddy. Ouch, are you okay? But I have that because I didn't want to get Oobleck all over. It's working. All right, we are live. Hello, people tuning in on YouTube and Instagram. We're in both places at once. Are you ready to play? Okay, Harrison, can you climb out, please? Because we're actually going to use this for our material today. So I'm going to have you come sit right here. All right, I have kept Harrison in his pajamas overnight. We're actually going to take off these socks. I'm going to take off my socks too. Today we are playing with frozen Oobleck. Yeah, can you say Oobleck? Yeah, Dad is blowing bubbles too. They're mostly behind the screen, behind the camera. All right, so I made a batch of Oobleck last night. I colored it very, very gently purple, but Oobleck is a mixture of cornstarch and water. And then I froze it. So this is literally just a tray full of frozen Oobleck. And then I also froze it in some cool little ice cube trays. So Harrison has played with Oobleck a few times before, but never frozen Oobleck. So let's see. Yeah. These little hearts. I'm going to see if I can pop out. Also, I'm just going to point out this tray. You can see it kind of leaked a little bit here. So we definitely have some Oobleck on our freezer tray. Sorry, honey. But I will clean that up when we are all done here. We'll go down and we'll clean it up. All right, so whenever we do sensory play, I love to have one of these big under-the-bed storage tubs. We also have smaller ones. If you're doing it at home with just one kid, you can certainly use a smaller one. But Harrison really likes to get into the sensory play. So, and I like to have a bigger version so that I can demonstrate it for you guys. Yep, here it goes. You're going to go on in. And you know what? It's possible I could have pulled this out a little bit earlier. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that, Harrison. I pulled this out of the freezer like 2 minutes ago, so it's still very, very frozen. It's possible that pulling it out a little bit before that Might have been a better plan. Not in your mouth, buddy. Yeah. Can you spit that out? Yuck. Yeah. Yuck. So, Oobleck is a mixture of cornstarch and water. So it is safe for if and when my 19-month-old mouths things, because he's going to, because that is developmentally appropriate for this age. And he's also a very, very oral kiddo. Obviously I want to like focus on redirecting him. So what else? Nope. Thank you. Can you put it in here? If you pick up pieces, you can put them in other containers. So we focus a lot on redirection. What can he do with the materials? And then oftentimes I make sure, I don't today, but I usually make sure that I have some snacks or a water cup right next to us. So that way if he is eating or drinking, I can redirect him to that. Buddy. Yeah. Does it feel so good today? Yeah. I know we just had breakfast, so we shouldn't be hungry. Yeah. Whoa. It's going to feel cold on your toes. It's going to take a little while to melt. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, please say hi. You can chime in the chat. We're on YouTube and Instagram right now. Whoa. Playing with frozen Oobleck. Did that sound like it hurt? Yeah, it made a big snapping sound. It didn't actually hurt, but it kind of sounded like it did, huh? All right. Ooh, so I'm trying to warm this up in my hands. If you've played with Oobleck before, you know that it's like a very, very interesting material. And frozen Oobleck takes a little while to get into, but we'll get there. Harrison really likes playing with ice, so this is sort of something, you know, he's likely to be interested in anyway. Do you want to hold it? Okay. There we go. Do you feel it's cold? Can you say cold, Harrison? Ooh. Yeah. And I'm going to try to pop them out of the ice cube trays. Oh, almost. Nope. You know, as I was filling these last night, I wasn't sure how well it was going to work. Buddy, not in your mouth, please. No. Yeah. Thank you. Right back there. Mama's going to get our other toys, too. Yeah. So I think I mentioned this a little bit briefly earlier, but Harrison is still in his pajamas, especially because I knew Oobleck with that cornstarch is just going to kind of get everywhere. So it's not worth getting him dressed just to have to change him later. So he also really likes wearing these full body bibs. Oh, not in your mouth, please. Not in your mouth. Buddy, out. Thank you. Yuck. Yuck. Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get you another container that you can put them in. I didn't yet bring over our toys. Here's a tub of toys that we can also play with. All right. So this is actually the ice cube tray that I was looking for last night and did not find when I was making these. I think we'd have more success with frozen Oobleck and this kind of thing rather than these silicone ones, just because these are smaller shapes. It's more likely to just kind of break. But that's okay. Harrison doesn't really care. It's kind of just about figuring things out, and we learn as we go. Yeah. You want to scoop it up? Can you get that flour in there? Woo. Not in your mouth, Harrison. You pretending? Oh, you were smelling it because it's a flower. That's right. Yeah. There's another one. Can you smell that flower? You want it in here? You want to smell it? Oops! It fell into your bib pocket. All right. It seems like they're kind of coming out now. Whee! All right. Please say hi if you're out there watching. We'd love to know who's watching. Hello! If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please let me know. Buddy, it's not good to eat. Yeah, it doesn't taste good. Yuck. Are you telling me that you're hungry? Yes. You want to eat something? Okay. We might need Dada to go get us a snack. Thank you. Okay, Harrison, Dada's going to bring us a snack. This happens sometimes. Welcome to doing activities with toddlers. Sometimes you think, not in your mouth, please. You might think it's a good time to do something, and they say, you know what, it's actually time for second breakfast. Ah, Harrison, we're not going to eat this. It's not good for your body. Yeah, can you grab a water cup too, please, Owen? Thank you. All right. Please say hi if you're out there, buddy. Not in your mouth. Thank you. Can you put it in here? Put it in the cup, or the bowl, rather. Yeah, once the oobleck melts a little bit more. Hi, Rara. Hello. Thanks for tuning in today. My friend Denise just tuned in. She mixed up a batch of oobleck last night and has it to pull out a little bit later. Maybe I shouldn't give that away in case our children don't know that yet. But one tip, I would say pull it out a little bit before you actually want to play, because we've now had this out for about 10 minutes and it's still really, really solid. So, and you know what? I have done this before and I just keep forgetting every single time I do this. Anytime I do ice play, you actually, you think that you want to keep it in the freezer right up until you're ready to play with it. But honestly, it's not that interesting until it starts to melt a little bit. So you want to pull it out a few minutes in advance. So, hot tip. But you can see this is starting to melt a little bit now. I'm not sure actually if you can see that. I'll hold it a little bit closer. Do-do-do-do. So we're kind of losing the shape of the flour there, the definition of it. And it is starting to get a little bit more interesting. Oh, buddy, not in your mouth. Thank you. You want it out? Yes. Okay. Can you say please? Can you say please? Please, good please. There we go. Now we've got the parts coming out. All right. Yes. All righty. Now we have some, oh, Harrison, look, we have some hearts. There we go. I hope it's sunny later and the sun will warm it up quicker. That's a really good point. Denise is actually planning on doing this outside later, which is a great idea, especially if you have limited, hey buddy, we're not going to eat this. I know, especially if you have limited inside space. Doing it outside, and if it's nice and warm, which it is where we are in California, it should be pretty warm this week. That might help it kind of warm up. So, hey Luke, it's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. You can see Harrison here. We're playing with some frozen oobleck today. Woo! Oh, buddy. It's starting to warm up. It's taking a little bit of time. Yeah. Woo! Harrison has been really into playing with these Easter eggs recently because, it's post-Easter and we still have them out. So I thought that those might be kind of fun when the oobleck actually finally, if ever, warms up enough for us to actually be able to play with it. Look at that. Dad, I brought you a water cup. In case you're feeling so thirsty. Yeah. I think it's tempting. Playing with ice cubes is one of Harrison's favorite things. So I think it's kind of just just tempting.
Also his teeth, maybe?
Also his teeth, maybe. Ooh. Dad, I'll bring you a cheese stick. Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. All right.
You want to wipe his hands a little?
I sure do want to wipe his hands. Oh, here we go. All right, you can see the oobleck just kind of gets everywhere, but it is really, really easy to clean up. So we're just going to do a quick wipe down and a little snack break. Frozen oobleck sounds awesome. My kiddos would still like that at 8 and 9 years old. Luke, they totally would. They would absolutely love that. And it is so easy to make. It's just oobleck that you put in the freezer. Oobleck is a mixture of cornstarch and water. I generally do a 2-to-1 ratio of cornstarch to water. So this, when I mixed it up last night, oh, thanks, Owen. When I mixed it up last night, it was about 4 cups of cornstarch and almost 2 cups of water.
Harrison, you ready for cheese?
I always start with less water because it's easy to add more water and mix it up to the right texture or consistency. And if you go onto my Instagram stories, you can actually see me mixing it up last night. Is there a good place to buy cornstarch that's in between the small 1-pound jar at my grocery store and the giant containers I buy for my business? Yes, Denise, I do buy cornstarch by the 25-pound bag, and I usually buy multiple at a time from Smart & Final or Winco. Or also sometimes you can get them online. Buddy, don't eat it through the plastic. You want to eat up here. Yeah, you'll get to that part later. I think cornstarch, try the other end, right up here, buddy. this end. There you go. Yum. You know, I would probably try Smart and Final or like a restaurant supply store, Denise, or Amazon. Honestly, you can get them, or actually Websterant store, like restaurant but started with a WEB. That I know that you can buy them in like, 20 packs of 1 pound. So I don't remember exactly, because I do buy it in a 25-pound bag, I don't know exactly which places have it in like medium amounts, but I do believe that Smart and Final has like a 5-pound jar or something like that.
It lasts for a long time, right?
It lasts for a really long time, yeah. So if you were to buy, if you know you're going to be doing a bunch of Oobleck, or, coolest thing ever, a swimming pool full of Oobleck. Just saying. Not a kiddie pool. There we go. Don't fill your swimming pool with Oobleck, please. But a kiddie pool full of Oobleck is a lot of fun. And I did that once and used 75 pounds of cornstarch, which was actually a lot less than I thought I was going to use. And it was like one of the coolest things I've ever done. So, all right, we've got a few people tuning in. We are playing with frozen Oobleck. It is still too frozen to like
hot water.
really do.
Warm water.
Warm water. Oh, that's a good idea, Owen. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to try to speed things up.
Okay. I got some warm water if you want, but you have warm water. Cool.
Yeah, this is mediumly warm. All right. The easiest way to clean up Oobleck is to, thanks Harrison, is to rinse off with water. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and just put a little bit of warm water in here. Are you all done with your cheese?
Yeah.
All done. Okay. Yeah, because we brought over water and you're like, yeah. All right, buddy. Do you see there's water in here now? There we go. All right, so like I said, Oobleck is basically a 2-to-1 ratio of cornstarch to water. So I mixed this up last night just in a mixing bowl. If you check out my Instagram stories, you can actually see a video of me doing it. And then I just poured it into various containers and froze it. So I used these little silicone ice cube trays, which were kind of tricky to get it out of. I also have some right here with ducks. Oh, now that it's a little bit warmer, it's actually coming out really well. And then I also froze one on just like a little art tray. Here we go. Good questions today, you guys. This is awesome. Luke, my friend Denise, is also watching, and she's planning on doing this later. She's actually just going to do it outside with her kiddos, which I think is a great idea. Buddy, that doesn't taste very good. Yeah, Oobleck's not for eating. Here, drink some water, please. Thank you. All right, can you help play? It's getting a little messier now. That was a really good idea, Owen. Dada suggested that we warm it up with a little warm water. And after it melts, we might have something that's a little bit too thin, but that is okay. At least we'll have something we can play with. So that frozen Oobleck, I would say, pull it out a little bit earlier. At this point, it's been out of the freezer for almost 20 minutes, and it's still really, really solid. So don't worry about needing to keep it in the freezer right up until you're ready to play. You can certainly pull it out a little early and play with it. Hello, we have some new people tuning in. Thanks for watching. We're playing with frozen Oobleck today. My name is Robin with Messy Play Kits. What would you like in there? Do you want some water in there? Yeah, okay. We'll put some water in there. This is Harrison. He is 19 months old. We are playing with frozen Oobleck today. Ready? Dump. Oh my goodness. And it is too frozen, so we are actually getting some water and melting it. Yeah, did you dump your water out? Buddy, that's enough water. If we add too much water, then we won't have Oobleck anymore. We'll just have a wet mess. Yeah, here. Let's try using this scoop. Can you try scooping up some of that water that we already have? From right here? No, you don't like that. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That was a pretty good sound. Ooh. All right. I'm still trying to warm them up. I'm going to put a few in there. You've got a shovel now to scoop. Yeah, oh, there we go. I always like to have a variety of toys and tools and things like that. Harrison really likes to get his hands and most of his entire body wet and messy, but not all kids do. So if you're playing with a kid who maybe is a little more texture averse or sensitive to different textures, then you might want to have extra toys and tools and things. So little like beach toys, you know, sand shovel and that kind of thing. Yeah, bowls. These are just measuring cups. A sand sieve. This, when you actually have Oobleck that's not frozen, is like one of the coolest things. So if we get to that point, we'll see if we all hang in long enough to get there. Would you like more water in there? Harrison, is that what you want? More water? Yeah, you can say more. More, please. Ooh. Oh my goodness. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's pretty satisfying though, huh? It's getting a little bit gooier. It's getting more and more like Oobleck on my hands. That's so fun. Not in your mouth, buddy. Yeah. Can you spit that out, please? Yuck. I know. It does have a very satisfying crunch. All right, I will say Harrison is eating this more than he eats regular Oobleck. And I think it's the crunchy part that's like really satisfying to him. So I also think it's possible that his molars are starting their way in, his 2-year molars. So we might just be extra teething today. But here we go. Here we go. Get that Oobleck. All right, so this is definitely fun and interesting, but I'm not gonna lie, I prefer regular Oobleck. I kind of wish that it was just Oobleck that was like oozing through my fingers right now, and I think that's because I just like regular Oobleck so much. Like Harrison is still into this, you know, we're still 20 minutes in and having fun. But I think Oobleck itself is just such an interesting texture that I kind of wish this was just behaving like regular Oobleck right now. But that's why we try new things. It's important to try new things and see what happens. Whee! All right, if you are out there at home, do you think you'll give this a try soon? I know Luke said his girls would really enjoy this. I think that they certainly would, especially outdoors on a hot summer day. This is going to be a really fun activity to do. This spring and summer, we're going to start hosting regular messy play classes at our house because we are doing this anyway. We might as well invite friends to come over with us. And I think that we will definitely be doing frozen Oobleck outside on one of those hot days. Whee! All right, it's definitely melting up now. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, it's cold. Not in your mouth, Harrison. Thank you. Whoops. There you go. Put the froggy in the... Can you put the frog... Whoops! Can you put the frog in the Oobleck? I think the bigger kids will enjoy the cracking. Totally, Denise. That's definitely really fun. And that's also kind of an interesting thing to remember is Harrison is so little compared to a lot of kids. You know, he's only 19 months old. So if you're doing this, you could be doing this with kids who are much older. And, you know, Luke saying his 8 and 9-year-old would totally get something different out of this activity than my 19-month-old will. That's a dinosaur. Did you think it was a cat? You signed cat. Can you say dinosaur? Can you sign dinosaur? Dinosaur. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stomp, stomp. That, yeah, you're right. That looks just like a dog. I think that's an Arctic wolf. Which is very, very similar. Yeah. Get them all over here. All right. Denise sent me a picture last night that I posted to my Instagram stories of her frozen Oobleck that she prepared last night. Okay, you're all done? She prepared it last night. She actually froze little animal toys like this in her Oobleck, which is brilliant. So that is not what I did because I knew Harrison, being really little, I wasn't sure how he would do with those small toys. But, yeah, you're all done, buddy. Here we go. And I put some washcloths right over here, just out of reach. There we go. All right, but freezing toys in with the Oobleck would probably have been, you know, certainly another way to engage them, and I think Harrison probably would have really liked that too. All right, buddy. So cornstarch, Oobleck, gets a little bit messy. You can see it's kind of all over me. But water, it cleans up so easily with water. This is also warm water, which after frozen Oobleck certainly feels really good. So I make sure before I start any messy play that I have my cleanup supplies ready. So I always have wipes nearby. With a lot of things, I'll also have a tub or a bucket of water. And then I keep my toys in a few different places just to make sure that I've got like easy ways to clean them up. So we're going to rinse off your hands. And then Harrison, we kind of did this a little out of order. We need to clean up our toys too. Here we go. Can you help put the toys in the tub over here, please? I think we will probably keep this Oobleck out and play with it again later. Once it kind of melts, I might mix in a little bit more cornstarch, but I think Harrison and I are going to have fun with this later today too. So we will keep this out, but cornstarch and water, those are food products. There's no preservatives or anything in it, so it will mold if you leave it out for too long. And I have done that before, and it is absolutely disgusting. So use it all within one day. If you really want to save it, you can put it in the fridge. But I would say like 2 to 3 days max, and then toss it. It's not worth the disgusting smell that comes if it does get really gross. So we will keep this Oobleck out of his reach. I don't want it like accessible to him on his own. Hey buddy, we need to do some cleanup. So I'm going to keep this out of his reach, but we'll probably pull this out later today to play with. And then I will toss it. It will just go into the trash. I'll pour off some of the water, and then I'll let it go into the trash. Hey buddy, can you put the shovel in with our toys, please? We need to clean up. Oop, try that again. Yeah, in here. Thank you. All right, can you grab the strainer? What do you think of the pool so far? Oh my gosh, Denise, I love this thing. So I just got this pool last night. This is the first time I bought it last week. I just opened it last night. This is the first time we're playing with it, and I love it. It's awesome. Harrison often, by this point in our Messy Play Mondays, we'll have like a run off screen, and it's so nice to like have him physically contained. I'm a huge fan of visual barriers when it comes to sensory play, so we actually use this canvas drop cloth that's underneath the pool every single time we play. And Harrison now knows when he wants to do messy play, he goes and gets this drop cloth and brings it over. I have to get a video of that sometime because it's adorable. So anyway, I'm a big fan of that because he knows like that's what we put on the floor when we're doing messy play. If that's down, that's what we're doing. If it's not down, we are not doing messy play. And then it also protects the floor. It tells him where to keep the mess. It stays there. So anyway, this pool is just another tool like that. Not in your mouth, please, but a yuck. Yeah, we're going to go have a snack right after this. Oh, can you get that Arctic wolf, please? Can you take that? Put it right over here. All right. And then this one too. Yeah, that's a little egg. Anyway, I have, if you go to my Instagram stories, you can see I have an affiliate link for this pool. It comes in different sizes too. I think I picked the medium or the large. It's not the smallest, it's not the biggest. I wanted to be able to fit multiple kids in here if we're doing that. Like I said, we'll be doing some messy play classes this spring and summer at our house, so I wanted to be able to use this pool with multiple kids. But I also didn't want it to take up my entire living room if it is just Harrison and me doing something. So here we go. I'm just dunking his feet right in that bucket of water. I've got a washcloth right here. And I mentioned this earlier, but before I start my sensory play, I always have my cleanup stuff nearby. So I've always got wipes. I've got a bucket with water in it. I have some washcloths. All right. Oh! Daddy's indicating that your face is a little bit messy. Do we need to wipe off that? Do we need to wipe off that face?
Hi.
Yeah. All right, Harrison, are we all done? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Way to go, buddy. All right. Thanks, everybody. I think that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any other questions, let me know. I also I'm not out of ideas. I have like a million ideas, but I haven't specifically planned the next few weeks of content. I planned the last few ones because we had like St. Patty's Day and Easter and the eclipse. There were a lot of like, and April Fool's Day, there were a lot of cool holidays in there. But anyway, if you have some activities that you would like to see demonstrated, please let me know, because I want this to be fun and interesting for you as well. So if you're looking for some fun upcoming summer ideas or things to do, whatever, just let me know if you have specific ideas. Harrison, can you blow some bubbles?
No. Oh, you just want to have this?
Yeah, he really likes holding the bubble wand and whacking it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll see you next week, Monday, whatever that date is, the 23rd, maybe 22nd. I don't know. At 9:30 a.m. YouTube and Instagram. Like, follow, subscribe. Come hang out with us.